What's going on, everybody? Back with another video. Just left an estate sale and I just bought 250 of these CDs from Dolly Parton, Vince Gill, Kathy Lee Gifford, Michael Jackson, MC Hammer, all that era. And so I bought 250 CDs. They were asking $1 a piece. This is an estate sale company I used to go to a lot. $1 a piece. I tried to get them for 25 cents a piece. She said no, but she came back with about 50 cents a piece. Actually, a little less because I bought 250, just over 250 CDs for $100. It's kind of a risk at this part of my eBay store, but it had a couple things like this. I scanned this one. It's a 4 CD set. This was selling pre-owned for $15. Then they had like a Michael Jackson set, a couple other sets. So I figured if I can get a few of those sets, 15, 10, 10, and get back to the $100 mark quickly, the rest can be profit. So even if, and I scanned a lot of other ones, $5, $7, $5, $4. So I figured even with the big sales, if I could average about $5, then I would really only need, even on the good ones, I would need 20 sales at $5 to get back to the 100. And then the other 230 CDs would all be profit. And even let's say on those, I only averaged $3 profit. At $230, what is that? $690 in the profit. So that would be great. Or if I could somehow average $5 profit, I don't know if that's possible, but let's say at 200 CDs that average $5 profit, after I get to the break-even number, that'd be $1,000. Yeah, the sell-through didn't seem super quick. Also, I don't know about CDs, how quickly they're gonna sell, and if I could average that, but I kind of took the risk. Another reason I took the risk was because I think there's gonna be an incredibly fast list. Maybe in the past, I would have let that pile sit here in my storage in my past eBay life, but this time, after this video cuts off, I'm gonna sit right here and list as many as possible without getting up, or at least photograph them, and so I can list them in a few minutes. Another reason I felt okay about buying that is I found these. A new or slightly pre-owned, new open box NACB giant print reference Bible. This was going for like 40 to 50 by itself. This one, I think 20 plus. The comps aren't pulling up well right now, but it's a vintage Bible. 20 plus, I believe, on this. And this one, I couldn't find any solds on eBay, but they have them, some listings on eBay for 120, 220, 150. I think those people are just asking really high, but you would think do okay with this one too. So just between the books, there's a chance to get back to the 100, which is great. And then all, or the Bibles, I should say, and then all the CDs could be profit. And so I feel like these will be quick to get to the profit on them, and just a lot of quantity that I could list quickly, build my store, get a lot of eyes on my store. Because the real goal with my eBay store in general is multiplication. I'm trying to minimize what money I put out, and if I do put out money, be able to multiply it and recycle all the money and do it over and over again, and to where over a year I can multiply this eBay store to something really big that's cash flowing well off of the inventory. I started this challenge with $0 using only what I had around the house, and I sold stuff for $525, but I haven't even used that so far. Let's say I only used the initial item of $250. Really, with inventory plus the storage that I'm standing in, I spent about $160 so far off of the $250. And now technically I'm done dipping into my own money if I want to be. If good opportunities come up, I may use all the funds for it. But so off of the $160 original purchase plus the free items that I've used, and the 160 is out of the 250 that I used when I sold something at my house on Marketplace. So technically I could be done because of my eBay sales so far. I think I have $160 in my eBay funds. This purchase today was $110. And of the free items I got, this is still to be listed. Some of that is still to be listed. These shoes are still to be listed. So technically I have enough inventory to get going, especially with the CDs and all that stuff. And so while I list all these things that I have already purchased or have gotten for free using only eBay money or Facebook Marketplace money that I started this challenge with, now I can be into an infinite money cycle where I only use money that eBay produces to buy more things for eBay or reselling online, and then it just multiplies and multiplies and multiplies. For example, let's say conservatively, this $110 lot turns into $500. Perfect, 5x. Now, if it goes to $1,000, it's 10x. That'd be great. But let's even say conservatively 5x. If I could continue doing that, it starts at 100, it goes to 500, then it goes to 2,500, then it goes to, what is that, 12.5, then it goes to 60,000 plus. And now, obviously, easier said than done, and it's an awful lot of work. But it is like an infinite money glitch if you're willing to put the time in and be consistent over time. And so that's the goal with the CD purchase. That's the goal with this whole thing with eBay. I love the other businesses like construction and things that I've been involved in. The thing I have noticed is a lot of sales or home service business, you either have to, like, you start over every time you do it. You start and stop. People don't keep paying me after I finish the work. And so you can build a big company that way, but it's a lot, what I've found is it's a ton of people management, which is kind of drains me. I manage 4 kids and a wife at home already. Not my wife, but the 4 kids pull on me a lot, and I love that they do, but I don't like managing grown adults that much. So eBay is cool because you can just get in here, work hard, put your head down, focus, kind of do fun, thrifting, treasure hunting, estate sales, all that stuff, and you can turn your money over and multiply it over time. And then guess what? When you're at the end, it keeps growing, it keeps compounding. So if I put, in construction, if I put my head down for a year, yes, I can make good money, but it's done. If eBay, I put my head down for a year and I continue to multiply, I can go from a 0 item store to a 5,000 item store, and the inventory can, let's see, 5,000 times 20 is what? 100,000? And so it can multiply and multiply and multiply and compound on itself. So that's the goal with this CD purchase. Enough of me yapping. I'm gonna get to listing right away. Hopefully your eBay sales or online sales are going good. And hopefully the principle of multiplication makes sense. That's the goal with this eBay journey. Of course, a side hustle would be great to pull some money out and use it for bills. But my goal is to work hard on my ordinary work, whatever that is, and use eBay as a multiplication tool to where it's a self-sustaining business that can take care of us full time in the near future, however long it takes. So I'm excited to get the listing. Can't pass these up. That's why I love estate sales and stuff. You can wheel and deal and make big bulk purchases. A little more than I'd want to spend right now, but I feel good about it. I think I'm going to feel even better about it as I get started listing. So thank y'all for watching thus far, and I'll see y'all in the next one.